mes élèves et bienvenue à la classe français. Hello everybody and welcome to Serum Academy French Department. My name is Mrs. Cowie, or as you will very soon get to know me, Madame Cowie, and I will be your French teacher when you arrive here in Year 7. I hope this video helps give a very quick introduction to what the French department here is like and what you will be doing in Year 7 when you arrive. Now, we will be focusing, of course, on learning the French language, which means that we need to learn lots of new vocabulary and lots of new grammar. In order to do this, I have chosen 5 topics that I think all link to the sort of things that you would talk about with your friends and family at home. So learning to do this in French is a great way to start learning the language because it's the things that you would talk about anyway. Now, topic number 1, when you arrive in September, after we've done a quick introduction of the basics that some of you may or may not have done at primary school, we will be moving on to Unit 1, C'est perso. Now, this unit is all about you, how to introduce yourself, how to give your opinions, what you are like, so both your looks and your personality, and how to describe your friends. Okay, so lots of new vocabulary, particularly to learn there, and how to use adjectives. Once we've completed this unit, we will be moving on to unit number 2, which is called Mon Collège. Now, collège is the French word for secondary school. So not only will you be learning how to, in French, describe your secondary school, the amazing Serum Academy, you will also learn what it is like to go to a French secondary school and the differences between a French school and an English school and how to describe these in French. Now, moving on from Mon Collège, my school, one of my favourite units is Mes passe-temps, which literally translates to my free time and what you do in your free time. We will be learning how to talk about the sports that you play and the activities that you do, as well as instruments and the things that you like to do when you hang out with your friends. Very important, of course, if you are speaking a new language, because I think these are some of the words that you will most want to be able to talk about in French. Okay. After that, we then move on to topic number 4, which is ma zone. Now, this is all about where you live. You will learn both how to describe your own town and the area that you live in, as well as learning about what it's like to live in a French town and learning the names and the characteristics and the monuments, etc., of some of the more famous French cities. Moving on from ma zone, just before the holidays, we will complete the year with 3, 2, 1, partez. Now, this means 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's all about your holidays, and you will learn to talk to me about what you are going to be doing on your holidays, as well as about holidays in France, and very importantly, the future tense. So there is a lot to learn in this time. And as you can see, I hope from the 5 topics selected, you will get a really good general vocabulary and understanding of grammar by the time you finish Year 7. Now, not only will we be learning using these topics to learn our grammar, vocabulary and how to speak French, I also really think it's important that we learn about the culture of this fantastic language and country. So we will be looking in between these units at some of the famous French art and artists, some of its more famous history, and also some of the literature and les BD, les bandes dessinées, which are the French cartoons that are famous. And we'll spend quite a lot of time doing some really fun creative activities with these topics. And then a couple of times a year, we will also invade the kitchen at Serum Academy because I love food. I hope you do too. And so we will be learning about some famous French foods, the traditions where these foods are eaten, and how to make them, as well as eat them, of course. So as you can see here, some examples of the days that we made macarons. We have the crepes that we made, and I also love a croque monsieur. Have any of you ever had one? You will by the time you finished Year 7. There is also a trip that we unfortunately had to postpone this year, but we'll hopefully be going ahead next year with as many of you who want to come. We take a day trip to Boulogne, which is on the coast of France. Very early in the morning, we leave Serum Academy in a coach. We go and we visit a boulangerie, which is the French word for bakery, and learn how to make bread or croissant. We also visit a chocolaterie and get the chance to make some fantastic French chocolates. And we go to the supermarché, a supermarket, where using the French that you have learnt throughout the year, you'll be able to buy yourself some souvenirs. Now, I hope that has given you a good overview of the things that we do here at Serum Academy in the French department. I'm really, really excited to meet you in September. I hope you are too. Until then, à bientôt!